We have been waiting for it, at least me. And it's finally here. One of the biggest surprise at the high-end Munich 2025 was the X9, a DAC and headphone amplifier that drew a lot of attentions and curiosity from show visitors. In this review, I will take a close look about this affordable piece of high-end engineering, test it with a range of headphones, and of course compare it directly with my reference Phonitor XE from SPL. But that's not all, since the X9 can also working as a standalone DAC. I will be integrating it into my main i5 system to see how it performs there too. So let's get into it. Luxsin Audio is a brand new company introduced by Zidoo, the same company behind Eversolo. So we can say that Eversolo and Luxsin are part of Zidoo group, and I didn't notice myself. And it's great to see them expanding their portfolio into the headphones world as well. Thanks to Luxsin that sent to me this sample for the review, and as always I'm here to give you my honest opinion. And let's jump right into why this headphones amplifier caught my attention. And it's because of features that I have never seen before in any headphone amplifier. I am talking about the programmable AutoEQ system that automatically adjusts the frequency response of your headphones using a growing database of presets for over 2500 models. And for this review I used many headphones like the Arya Unveiled, that is my reference, but not only, also the HIFIMAN Isvarna, the Fosi I5, which we just reviewed now with the isolation ring upgrade. Definitely check out the article where I compared the old one with the new one with the isolation ring, and definitely now I can finally recommend the Fosi i5. But not only, I also use the high impedance headphones HD 800S. And let's start with the Arya Unveiled, that in my opinion it doesn't require any EQ. I love it for how it is. Really incredible, really beautiful and well balanced. It's my all-time, all-round favorite, where Isvarna or Fosi i5 in the other end are headphones I'd love to EQ, because I believe both have a lot of untapped potentials. Unfortunately, their frequency response curve aren't yet recognized by the AutoEQ system. So I focus my attentions, at least for try these AutoEQ functions, to the Sennheiser HD 800S, and headphones that I truly appreciate for the lightweight design, expansive soundstage and refined sonic presentation. But what if I told you that the X9 actually makes it sound much better? With AutoEQ enabled, it delivers noticeably deeper sub-bass and punch, addressing one of the most frequent complaints about this headphone. We know the 800S for many lack a bit of bass, right? But it's no longer a problem. And the best part, it's incredibly easy to set up. So let me show you how. As soon as you power the Luxsin X9, the first thing to do is head into the network setting using the gorgeous Full HD touchscreen. From there, connect the unit to your Wi-Fi network. A QR code will appear on the screen, allowing you to link the X9 to the Luxsin Smart app that is available for iOS and Android. It's super intuitive, don't worry about it, and it takes really 5 minutes. Don't forget to check also for the firmware upgrade. Once you plug in your headphones, in this case the HD 800S, the X9 will automatically detect the impedance and set the appropriate gain level. Honestly, that features alone is already a fantastic touch, so you don't have to adjust the gain each time you switch between headphones. Next, go into the HIFIMAN menu, search for your headphone model and choose your preferred EQ curve, for example flat or Harman. Personally, I recommend the Harman one, the flat one sounds with 800S too muddy for me, so not very enjoyable. Here you can see a measurement I made of the HD 800S in red without EQ, in blue the flat target curve, and in green the Harman one. As you can see, both the top end and the bottom end have been refined on the Harman one, offering a completely new listening experience that honestly left me speechless, but I will come back on this later. And I have tried many times, guys, before to EQ the 800S. I admit I'm not a master in EQing headphones, so I usually just left them as is. But with the X9 I unlocked a new potentials, a new world for me, just with one click. It's brilliant, and I can't wait to see more and more headphones supported soon. And if you have any question, guys, I don't think there is a list of supported headphones on the website. I suggest Luxsin to do that. But if you have any questions regarding your headphones and do you want to know if it's there or not, just let me know and I will check for you. But let's go back to talk about the X9 features and construction. I admit I skipped earlier because I got too excited regarding this AutoEQ function and I wanted to show you first this, guys. So the unit arrives in a box that looks very similar to Eversolo products. Even the remote control is almost identical, it's just branded Luxsin instead Eversolo. The unboxing and the presentations feel really premium like Eversolo products. The amplifier itself is beautifully built with a robust CNC machined aluminum chassis. So guys, this is really solid, all alu, all metal, really beautiful. I really like the design, especially the layout of the headphones output. You get XLR, 4.4 Pentacon connection and 6.35mm single-ended, all conveniently placed on the front panel, which is slightly tilted upwards. Really clever, and this is preventing the unit to be pushed when you connect your headphone. On the back there is a full suite of connections. On the far left a main power switch, then we have trigger in, out, which many DACs forget, right? A USB-C, a USB-B, a USB-A, HDMI ARC. Didn't test it unfortunately, but I will do it soon and let you know. Analog and digital audio inputs, so you can use it as a preamp in stereo setup, and we did it. Configurable stereo subwoofer out via the app. Something really hard even to find it on an integrated amplifier. Generally you find a mono subwoofer, but not here. We have a stereo pair. And then we have balanced XLR and single-ended RCA outputs. The internal construction is nothing short of spectacular. It uses the latest AK4499EX DAC chips paired with a resistor ladder volume control. You can even hear the 20 Omron micro relays clicking when you adjust the volume. It's really precise, satisfying, and feel really premium. Just look at the red WIMA film capacitors, the gold-plated aluminum electrolytics, and ultra-low noise linear power supply. This thing is built to impress at every level, especially considering the retail price. In terms of performance, the headphones output is outstanding. 2300 mW at 16 ohm and 230 mW at 300 ohms. More than enough to drive basically any headphones out there. And these numbers are not just marketing. They have been confirmed by a trusted sites like Audio Science Review. I will leave a link to the Amir articles in descriptions for those interested. And nice to see that this product not only sounds incredibly good, but it also measures really good. So if you can have both, why not? In my opinion, sound first, but if it measures well, even better. While the Luxsin Smart app is available for both iOS and Android, you can still also access the X9 interface by simply entering your IP address in your browser. It's a great option if you prefer managing your gear from a desktop setup. And if you are using Windows, I suggest to download the USB driver from the Luxsin website. Be careful because your PC will see the unit as an Eversolo DAC and not like Luxsin X9, for example. I told to Luxsin that, and probably they will release a new driver in the future. But now back to the app. It's surprisingly complete. You can experiment with DSP effects or enable crossfeed, which I highly recommend trying. I did a video about it, I wrote an article about it, I love it. I love these features and it's working really great also on the Luxsin X9. But that's not all. The app also gives you a full control over DAC filter selection, gain, polarity, channel balance, manual output impedance, volume step control, display and knob brightness, and firmware upgrades, and much more. I absolutely love it. It's fast, it's complete, it's stable, and offers basically everything I could ask for. Really a dream setup. Of course, all of this is also accessible directly from the touchscreen display, which make it just as useful, even when using the X9 as a desktop unit. And I have to say, I love the view meters on the X9. There are really many of them. This one is definitely my favorite. It adds a bit of analog charm to a very modern device. When it comes to performance, the X9 will basically let you speechless with any headphones. The first thing that stands out is the unlimited power. No matter what headphones I used, the X9 drove them with a complete authority, ease and control. The sound is incredibly smooth, yet packed with lightning fast transient and excellent dynamics. What surprised me the most was the soundstage transparency and width. It feels like you are floating in the space in terms of a pitch black background, a place of perfect silence where you can look into infinity. Instruments and vocals appear large, open and airy, presented with a top-tier sense of nuance and layering you would normally expect from flagship gear. The bass is warm and punchy, with a satisfying weight that anchors the sounds without ever mudding it. Mids are full of contrast, rich in tone and impressive in scale, giving vocals and instruments a lifelike presence. Top end is really detailed and airy, but never fatiguing, never sibilant or harsh, with a lot of refinement. Just the right balance between sparkle and finesse. It sounds great at any volume, and when you push it loud, it never runs out of steam. There is no compressions, no strain, just effortless musicality, no matter how demanding the track or your headphones is. And to fully understand the full potentials of the X9, I did extensive A/B comparisons with the my trusted SPL Phonitor XE, using all of my headphones. And both amplifiers handles both high and low impedance really well. However, I noticed that the X9 felt slight quicker in attack, especially with planar magnetics during complex passages. The Phonitor XE in contrast sounded a touch more smooth on the top, but also a bit less revealing. Now it's important to note that my SPL Phonitor XE is not the last model. My unit still uses the older AK4490 DAC chip, while the new version mount the DAC 768 V2 upgrade that features the newer AK4493. And you can absolutely hear the difference in transparency. And honestly, I didn't expect to be so obvious. And this curiosity led me to trying something different. So I used the X9 as a pure DAC, connecting its XLR outputs to the analog input of the Phonitor XE. And what really impressed me is when you using such a configuration, you have to set the volume to 0 dB, so at max. And automatically the unit will remember that. So when you're switching between headphones and pure DAC mode, you don't need to readjust the volume. Very clever. And here, using the DAC X9 as standalone and the Phonitor XE as a headphones amplifier, I finally got my answer. The SPL became noticeably more transparent. It was a revealing moment, showing just how much the DAC stage can influence the overall performance. But let's move to IEM. You know, guys, that IEM can be a bit noisy, especially with some headphones amplifier. So I tested the X9 with my Sennheiser IE 600. And here I have a special unit fitted with custom comfort tips. It's a very cool project from Sennheiser. They actually 3D scanned the inside of my ear to create these tips. I even made a video about it. Honestly, I'm not sure why they discontinued this project, but it was really cool. A brilliant idea. Anyway, back to the X9, I had zero noise issues with the IE600. The amp immediately recognized the 16 ohm impedance. Also here I applied a Harman target and the sound was absolutely pitch black and dead silent. I really enjoyed the experience, especially since I hadn't taken the 600 out in a while. But my testing didn't stop there. I forgot how much work it takes to review a DAC. Please consider to subscribe and support my work with a like. So I moved the Luxsin X9 into my hi-fi setup, which I'm currently reviewing. It consists of the beautiful DALI Rubikore 6 floor standing speaker and the NAD C399 integrated amplifier. And I had a lot of fun also here with the X9. And here I did a comparisons with the X9 and my reference DAC from SPL, the Diamond one, that this time is mounting the new DAC 768 V2 that features the AK4493 DAC chip. And once again, the X9 impressed me, particularly with its huge soundstage, which felt wide and immersive. The level of top and details is extremely high and never fatiguing. What really stood out was the mid-range contrast. Vocals and instruments were not just large in scale, they were also clearly defined and highlighted. That said, I still find the SPL Diamond to be slightly more musical. It strikes that perfect balance between resolutions and musicality, giving it a slightly more natural presentation, especially in a stereo hi-fi context. Considering the price, the X9 delivers an incredibly value for money performance. While Luxsin is a new entry in the high-end audio market, the X9 has been well received for its robust build, advanced features and sound quality, positioning the brand as a promising player in the audiophile community. Luxsin, well done, applause, love it, and I can really recommend it. I don't say it is so oft, guys, you know it if you are following my review. And I told to Luxsin, actually I wrote them, guys, I don't believe that it cost only 1,200 euro. I think in US it's also something similar. Crazy. Luxsin has raised the bar, definitely. Wow. From it out is everything. I hope you guys enjoy my review. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment sections down below and see you soon.